and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. Now, this one is all about the Toyotas. Yes, they were missing from Forza for a little while, but now we have a half-decent selection of them, so we are going to go racing. We're going to take a field of the various Toyotas around, some of the different tracks, and see what happens. I'm driving a 70 Celica. Well, I mean, there's not much of the original car left. It's got a turbo rally engine in it. It's all-wheel drive. It's on rally tyres. It's hopefully going to be fairly good. It's quite light. And having a wide body kit on the car, it is actually quite so big. I think they're 275s at the rear, similar sort of size at the front. So we've got some big tyres, an okay amount of power, about 330 horsepower, and not much weight. We will see how things go. We will see how things go with this vehicle, and yeah, that's that. Oh, there's been a blue team kerfuffle for a Supra that ended up across the inside. Now, the good news for us in terms of red team, well, we have a Hilux on our team, which is going to be good at this sort of track. There is no doubt about it. This is the sort of stage the Hilux is going to like, funnily enough, being an off-road truck at an off-road circuit. MR2 is going to have a look around the outside here. We're going to give the Toyota some space through here. That has got a good turn of speed about it as we trade a little bit of paint. And MR2 is leading the way in this one. Can we go soaring up the inside here? Maybe. It's a big jump for the Celica. We are chasing the back of the car across the road. Oh, we had a big slide through turn one. We might have actually blocked our own Hilux in a little bit there as I lost the back end sliding through the corner. Just a smidge. Just a smidge blocked our own Hilux in. I was really fighting my car through all of that. We have got big airtime down here. I haven't quite got the rear end grip that I was hoping for or wanting in this. It's not quite as planted. I mean, we are on dirt, sure. Just not quite as planted as we might have ideally been wanting. We're going to run a smidge wide, just brush the wall a touch. That's fine. The turbo rally engine, it used to be a nightmare to work with, has since got better. Used because you had to upshift really, really early if you wanted it to be doing anything. Now it's not as bad. It's an okay engine. It works, certainly. It's not the answer to everything, but it certainly can do the job. That's not a bad turn one. We have gained a bit on the leader, although we are coming under threat now for this second position. Longbow's MR2 is going to have a dive to the inside. I don't think it can quite carry the speed out here. The leader's had a big moment through these corners. In fact, the leader's still having a big moment over there. That is not what you want at all. Something might have happened to Longbow. Maybe Longbow having to back out of that costs some time for the MR2. Sometimes it's a little desync, so on my end it didn't really look like we did very much to Longbow's car. Sometimes what I see and what sort of happens on their screen is different. As you know, it's happened to me. I've had vehicles push me off, but you can also be the one to do it without realising. So if I did push Longbow past a checkpoint or deign perilously close to missing a checkpoint, I do apologise on that one, although not also all that much we could do necessarily. The MR2 looks very skittish under brakes into turn one. We seem to be able to make some big gains through there. I mean, that is the downside. I said the downside. The MR2 is very small, very light, mid-engined. Can get a bit twitchy at times, and it's possible just the bumps down there are unsettling the car. I don't know what. I mean, if you're going this quickly around here, you're going to be on rally tyres. There is no doubt about it. We're very quick through this section. This is where we have good speed on the leader. I mean, we've got the points at the moment here. We're going to cut back underneath. Oh, we're going to cut back underneath, and I got a whole bucket load of understeer mid-corner, and I nearly fired my teammate into the outside wall. Let's not do that. We're going to have to be a little bit careful. I slide the car through. We've got another lap to go here to find a way possibly past if we want to go and take the lead with this vehicle. We're going to bounce around a little bit on the way down here. Right, one more time through this first corner. We're actually still a little early on the brakes. If anything, I was a little too cautious this time around, which is not particularly what we were wanting. Amazing. Although the MR2 is in all sorts of strife. We had trouble at turn one, perhaps. The MR2 has had massive trouble through here again. The problem is it's going to be exactly where I needed to put my car We might both lose out to Longbow here if we are not careful. Can I get underneath Longbow? Can I get both the MR2s in one corner? We are 3 wide now through here. Longbow's got the pair of us in all of that. We have done the classic fought each other too much, although there goes Steel Guns is going to try and get that lead back again. It looks like they will. They'll swap paint. Longbow's going to slide across. I've lost control of the back end of my car here. If we're not careful, we're all going to get beaten by the Celica. Oh, the lead is in the wall. The leader visits the building. We get gifted the lead at the end, although the game takes it away because the game is an arsehole. We ignore that. We did take victory in that over Longbow. Leopard got third with the Celica. Steel Guns made a mistake on the run to the finish line, clipped the building, and would get dumped back down to a 4th place. Unlucky, fought valiantly in that. I don't think Blue Team had the cars for the off-roading. We'll see how it goes when it gets to the tarmac sections. But that was a manic race. So manic, Forza got the finishing positions wrong. So, up next, we head to the Astmoor Heritage Circuit. So, tarmac, and quite a fast tarmac one at that as well. We start around the mid-pack for our team. Well, Blue Team have got their MR2 up at the front, which we know is likely to be quick. The rest of their cars, we don't know. We don't know on this one. We're not quite sure what's going to be quick around here, all things considered. I guess we're going to just sort of hold on to everything and see what happens. We should be good off the line. This thing should be pretty good overall. It's not going to be... it's not going to be the very fastest when it comes to this. This sort of track probably isn't going to favour the Turbo Rally engine Celica all that much. We have the grip, but top end is going to be limited. We don't have the power to really do all too much, and we definitely do not want to get stuck in traffic here if we can help it. I mean, it's MR2s 1 and 2 at the moment. We are trying to get involved here with these Blue Team vehicles. We get a good run. Now, we're going to run alongside. Do we just get out-dragged? There goes the Supra. So that thing has got 1,200 horsepower, I believe, was the power figure quoted, which is a lot of power in A-Class. It is not very easy to drive, as you can see. I don't even know what tyres that thing is going to be running, other than probably standards and probably very, very small. However, if you get it pointed in a straight line, it is a rocket ship. Off it shoots into the distance. Yeah, this is not a track that I'm going to stand a chance, not against that kind of a car. And that's okay, you know, you have these specialists build. You want to build a vehicle like that, sure, that is insanely difficult to drive. It's an insanely tough vehicle to keep together and hold that thing on the road. So there's always a chance it's A, going to make a mistake, and it's not going to work at every circuit. A fair few tracks, it is simply just going to be undrivable. That last circuit, for example, it's not going to score any points whatsoever. We head onto the back straight. Now, we're sat in a 4th position, so points-wise, things are pretty good for us. We've got a big chunk of red cars in the middle, while the Supra might be going off chasing after the leader, and the Blue Team have now got a 1st and 2nd. If they can do much more than that, we'll have to wait and see, because it's going to come down to the further back. 6th or 7th place would make the difference in this one. Unfortunately, it looks like Blue Team are struggling a little bit more further back. The Celica is going to have a go at the inside of us here. Is the Celica going to get stopped in time? It does. We're going to cut back underneath. We just don't have the power for this circuit. Now, that, as I said, that's okay in some ways. In many ways, that is to be expected. The way my car is built, the way my car is designed, is not for this sort of circuit. We can carry a lot of speed through here, I'm hoping. Come on, get turned in. No, we're not actually going to do it. That's going to be a hell of a pass for the Celica if they can pull it off. I ran a little bit too wide through there. Celica is still alongside now. We kind of trapped the Celica down on the bottom a little bit through all of that. Oh, come on, Turbo Rally, don't let us down now. Don't let us down against the GT4. There's a big old gap back, although it's actually a friendly fire fight going on at the moment back there. We're alongside with that Celica. We're still going to be alongside. Can I chuck it around the outside of the final corner? Come on, Turbo Rally. No, I can't. I can't get a run on the exit. Slightly disappointed. I thought we were going to have a really good run on the exit there. It just never ever materialised. It looked like we might do, and then nothing. Once I jumped on the power, Leopard's gone really wide into turn 1. I mean, this fight is for no reason other than because it's fun. We're not going to be advancing our positions any more than this. Leopard's not going to have time to go chasing after the car ahead, and points-wise make no difference. But it's a fun battle, nevertheless, between our two cars. Leopard's going to run too deep through there, ends up in the wall. I was going to have a look. Leopard's still struggling with that understeer. We end up with a lightest of bops on the way through. That puts us back to 4th place. Oh god, all it takes up, if there's a slip up between our Hilux and Supra and a bunch of blue cars pile past, that would be the difference here. We can't catch the leaders. It's almost too specialist track for me here. The Celica's alongside us. Don't overshoot, we know it wants to cut underneath. I did overshoot a little bit. I went to try and cover, but it's too late. The Celica gets to the inside and will, take that one away from me. Bloody hell, we're still doing this. Turn 1. The Celica is early. See, I am better under brakes here. There's a little bit of paint swapping through there, as we said. Excuse me. Oh, the points are fluctuating a lot here. Is the Celica going to try? Now, I've been on the outside of a pass for this next couple of corners. You can do it. It is so difficult to make it work. In fact, the GT4 runs in a little bit too fast. It gets there, but it's wide, and we can take the preferred line all the way through this one. We might have nothing to say or nothing to do with who wins this race. There's not even going to be a podium for us in this unless something weird happens up ahead. It's been a hell of a battle. Oh, the Celica may have missed a shift on the run down the back straight. I'm not sure. It was there or thereabouts and has dropped back, which would suggest a misshift possibly along the way. Otherwise, I don't know why I would have lost so much speed. It certainly wasn't that much slower than me down the straights previous laps around. Well, as we round the final corner, it's going to be close. Blue team were closer. They just couldn't quite mix it up further. There's a massive group of cars back there for blue team, and so on. That fight for 6th and back was pretty manic, as was our battle for 4th. A good race, a very good race between the two Celicas there. The MR2, our MR2 gets 3rd. No match for that brutal Supra that would win ahead of the other MR2. Yeah, exciting race indeed. So we head next to an event that is likely to be good for me. There is no doubt about it. Tarn Scramble, probably going to be a good stomping ground for my Celica. We are all-wheel drive, rally tyres, light, good handling. The MR2, I'm a little bit concerned about it, yes, although it could be potentially twitchy around here. That is the truth. The Hilux is also likely to be quick. It'll have off-road racing tyres that are marginally better on this sort of surface. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an off-road truck. It's what it's designed to do. We're going to try and launch here and see if we can make our way out. I mean, you can see the pink Supra. You know, that was unbelievably fast, but that is the price you pay for a compromised build. This is the sort of circuit my car is hopefully intended for, really. It's been a while since I've had a almost pure, let's just go rally spec kind of a car, which is what this is. I mean, it's designed to be good overall. It's designed to work at every single track that you could possibly throw at in an adventure. It might not be a master of all of them, but it's sort of a car that's going to score you solid points wherever it heads. That's the idea behind it anyway. Sometimes you build cars like that and they don't work. I've built a few of them myself, but that is the hope. It's a little oversteery for my liking. I would prefer a little bit more planted back end. That orange car was risking the horrific rolly bump on the outside. I don't really want to get stuck up behind the Hilux if I can help it. See, my problem here is that I'm quick, but I don't want to be stuck in this fight. The Hilux is never going to make that corner. We're going to find a gap through the middle of everybody, and we do. We move up to 4th. The problem I have is Longbow is escarping away at the front, and we can't afford to let that happen. We know that MR2 is a big threat here. We saw how quick it was at the previous race, and now, admittedly, I should have beaten it. The game may have cheated us a little bit out of it, but there we go. I like that we've got 4 different cars are currently battling in the top 4. We've got Supra, we've got Celica, we've got MR2, we've got my much older Celica. We make a move on the Supra, that will put us up into 3rd. I definitely think we've got the car for this one, though. We have caught up to this group. Leopard is having a look on the inside. I don't know if the MR2 is all-wheel drive. It may be. It may just be naturally quite oversteery. Again, with that engine placement, with that weight distribution. Leopard is actually going to have a look now on the run up the hill. None of us can match the MR2 for top end. That is too quick for us. However, we are likely to be better. In fact, I've got way more grip through there, although I've got a big twitch going on. I can go through that corner without going on the brakes. I can do it. A big dive into turn 1, and I think we'll get leopard here. I think we will move up to second place. I mean, to be fair, we are teammates. They may choose to not fight crazy, man. They may even want me to go and try and fight with the MR2, because me battling my way past the MR2 might slow Longbow down long enough for that other Celica to find a way past. We get another good run on the exit here. We're looking all over the back of Longbow's MR2. Could I go around the outside? Unlikely. Can I cut back underneath it for the exit? A little bit more likely. I can't match the MR2's acceleration, and here comes the Celica GT4. Now that's to the outside here. It's not going to find much luck there. We've got another couple of laps to go. Turn 1 may be my best bet. Blue team do not have the off-road cars here. It is quite apparent. I mean, Longbow has, but otherwise, blue team do not have the off-road cars. We had a little bit of assistance wide. Not that it actually really matters. We still carry quite good speed through all of that one. We are going to have a dive up the inside here at turn 1. It's a little lean on the MR2. The Celica's going to go the long way around. If it can carry some speed on the exit there, it may get both of us. It does, but it's on a funky line through this next corner. The Celica's now slow as we all bang doors a little bit more through there. Our turn to be on the inside. It will be slow on the exit here, though. We will scythe our way past. We take the lead. It's very much a three-way battle here for the win of this race. One of our cars, I think that was our Supra, has missed a checkpoint. I didn't want fourth gear out of there. We definitely wanted third. There is a Celica to the outside. We can defend from that one, and now we head up the hill in the lead of the race. Yes, there's a team aspect to this. It's not quite gone according to plan, and we are fighting. I mean, we're fighting everything here just for a win at the moment. This is basically what we have got going on here. We are fighting absolutely everything that we can for a win. Oh, that's very wide into the wall. The only saving grace for me is I chucked it in there with a bit too much speed, but in pinging off the wall I actually landed. I ended up in front of the MR2, which then slowed the MR2 down to the same sort of level as I was anyway. So no real harm done to my position. I mean, it's a little, I say it's a little sneaky, not intentional. I can't put my car there intentionally. There's a big fight going on for second. I think that fight may well be enough to confirm a victory for my Celica, as long as I don't balls up these next couple of corners like that. That was a little bit of a potentially dangerous manoeuvre. We bobbled it onto two wheels, which I didn't really want. Is the game going to screw us over and give it to Longbow again like it always seems to do? I do not know. We have a little lift coming into the final corner. Actually, it wasn't a particularly great final corner. The MR2 is even wider than I was. We will cross the finish line. This time we are given the win successfully. We should have had two for the Celica. The two off-road tracks it did do well at. Longbow claimed second with that MR2 ahead of 11 and 5. That was a bloody good race, I will say that much. That was a fantastic battle up at the front for that one. Blue team do not have the off-road cars. In fact, I think that does give red team the adventure victory. We have got two more races to go, however, for blue team to try and earn a comeback a little bit. Right. Let's go see what the next track holds for us. We head next to the Edinburgh Station Circuit. Now, this is a small, technical, well, I'll say relatively small, technical. Oh, for God's sake, stop putting me at the back every time. Why must I be at the back? Is that completely 100% necessary? I'm not sure it is, but well, there we go. We're going to have a lot of work to be doing here. I love that they put the two Supras on the front row. Two very different Supras, I should add, in terms of performance and how they're built. The bright pink one may not enjoy this track all so much. I mean, it'll enjoy very small bits of it, and then it'll have a bad time when it gets to a corner. It is going to be quite the handful. Now, we're going to be, I would imagine, fairly rapid through some of these twisty sections. We may lose out down that long back straight. The MR2 is probably the car I'm most fearful of. I think I've got the measure of a fair few. Leopard's car's pretty similarly built, similarly matched to mine. We will jump through there. I think I have a little bit more stability than the MR2, which I think is what makes the difference when we're off-road. We're around the outside of a couple of cars through here. Oh, the Hilux is coming to join in as well. Yeah, we have a little bit more stability, which is great in as far as it makes it easier for me to drive quickly, especially on the dirt. Well, we get a little bit pushed wide. We do keep the positions through all of that. We're going to move ourselves across. I don't really want to be fighting any more cars than I have to be. I don't want to have more vehicles to overtake. Ideally, what we want to be doing now is focusing on moving forward. If we can do that on our teammate at turn 1 is brave. The Supra realises it just doesn't have the speed to fight through there. That's always a dicey manoeuvre. There's always a risk in doing what I just did there. If the car doesn't see you alongside, doesn't realise in time it can turn in and push you past the checkpoint, you can both end up being quite slow through there if no one yields by virtue of your going side by side through a corner where you shouldn't be. That can happen as well. Thankfully, the Supra kind of realised I had the speed and it just couldn't quite fight with the speed of the Celica, and we would get ourselves clear in that one. We carry way too much speed. That was a little ambitious from me, there is no doubt about it. We've got a different car. We've got one of the Corollas here up ahead. Who has more straight line speed, me or Leopard Celica? It appears the battle of the Celicas is on once again. You're both not going to make the corner. I'm going to take both of your positions away. Thank you very much. Although I moved across trying to get a good line through turn 1 and 2, and I actually messed it up a bit. Blue team are having a big old squabble over second place between that Supra and MR2. The Supra's doing pretty good, actually, all things considering. I mean, the difficulty that car is going to be having here. This is not the track for a power car, traditionally. Sure, straight line speed is always great, but, you know, there is often a difficulty in, you know, just threading your car through. And the thing is that Longbow's going to find is, as we come onto this back straight, Longbow's fought an entire lap to get past the Supra, and I'm almost willing to bet the Supra's going to be back past before they get to the final corner. Look at it go! Actually, it might not even quite have time here. That's so quick. No, it doesn't. If it was an opposing team member, opposing team car, maybe the Supra would have a dive, maybe Ollie would have a go. I think unlikely you're going to do it on a teammate, though. The chances of having a crash with them is quite high, and you don't want to hamper, well, probably your fastest car, depending on the circuit, of course, but you don't necessarily want to go hamper that vehicle. We've got some really good speed in some sections on this track. I feel like we could probably battle with Longbow's MR2 if we're going to have the laps to do this. Oh, hello! We've just got so much more corner speed in this car. Steel Guns brushes the wall. That's not what we wanted to see for our team here. This section here is where I really catch the MR2s. Maybe just my little bit more stability in this car helps. Oh, we're about to get slaughtered down the straight. There goes the Supra. It's going flying off. He's going to try and take away second place in all of that. It does actually make that one work as well. That's a hell of a pass for the Supra there. We've got one more lap to go, and I think I might have the fastest car on the track. Certainly I'm up there with Longbow's, but we are not going to run out of time. I'm going to run out of time and places to try and make passes stick here. And I'm actually got a really bad line through there. Even if we get a good run here, we're not going to have anywhere to go. I think we're going to end up in fourth. I don't think we're going to. No, we're not even going to get a Supra around this turn, this lap around, which is what we would need to be doing. Oh, it's all got a little bit wrong for the Celica here. These four on the circuit like this are actually all very evenly matched. They're quick in all different sectors. I'm definitely very, very quick through here. Not that it's going to matter, and then we're getting held up. Oh, we get held up, we hit the building anyway. Yeah, it was irrelevant regardless. We weren't going to be able to do anything unless there was a very big crash, in which case they would probably still do something from back here. That Supra is mad. The MR2 is going to try and stick it around the outside. The MR2 does make that one work in the end. I think the Supra may have got a big slide in the end. Yeah, we got stuck in just too much traffic. It happens, you know, that's motorsport at the end of the day. We did get a little bit stuck in that one, unable to really make all that much progress forward. Sadly, well, I say that, we came from the very back of the field to fourth, and we were battling for a podium spot. Couldn't quite get past the Supra and stay ahead of the Supra, which was a slight disappointment. A few more laps, maybe we would have seen a different story. I'm liking my Celica so far, though. It's been a good car. On to our final round. This is Blue Team's last chance at some redemption. The Greendale Club Circuit. Maybe a little smaller track than we'd normally race A-class cars around. They're back again, for God's sake. We do not get much chance here. We are not getting a huge amount of a chance in this one. Well, there's going to be a lot of work for us. The Supras are back on the front row again. Why, thank you, game. Why, thank you for really randomising the ground. Well, I guess we're alongside the MR2. I think the MR2s are going to be a smidge too fast for me. I think we're going to fight. The MR2s can kind of match me for straight lines. Can match me for cornering and are faster than me in a straight line. I think have that little bit of stability. I think maybe Longbows is rear-wheel drive. Maybe that's one of the places we're gaining some. We can gain some sort of traction. Whatever way, we beat the MR2s in a little section, but I think over the course of a lap, this track may not go our way. I mean, this is always a curious one in terms of builds, shall we say. You need some straight line speed for that very, very long start-finish straight, but if you have absolutely no cornering, that straight isn't long enough. But the other way around, it's not twisty enough to forego absolutely no straight line speed. So yeah, it's an interesting balancing act. I may be a little too slow down the straights and not quite have enough not have enough cornering to quite make up for it. That's what I'm expecting. We also ignore the Supra. That's going to go shooting past on its own. The MR2 is catching a little bit. Is that going to go and have a look? I mean, I was moving across to defend that one, and I don't know. Maybe it was a bit late moving. I thought it was okay. It is again. It is possible. I think me and Longbow seem to have some fun desyncs from the. I mean, you see with the finishing positions, the sort of desyncs we have to contend with. So if I did move across and push Longbow out, I do apologise. I thought I was at a sensible sort of place and position to do that. I'm pushing another Celica around some corners. I don't think I stand much chance against the Supra here. Now, admittedly, if we can be in some clean air, that would be wonderful. We can actually see what this car can do. How long it's going to last in clean air, I don't know. How long before we start seeing some other cars. The Supra's up to second, and that's going to go off chasing after the leader there. We're going to lose out. So I don't know what the other Celica's got in terms of engine, in terms of power, in terms of build, whatever it is. It is quicker than me down the straight, but can't quite get through turn one as well. I think the Supra is obviously not so bad through the corners as to be completely useless here. There's a fine line. If you are too slow through the corners, no amount of straight line speed is going to save you. But apparently that is just quick enough through here that I will catch it. We might even get to the rear bumper by the end of this corner, but that's irrelevant when it is as fast. It's every lap it's further and further away when we come to this corner. Although it's had a big wobble on its own through there. We've got the MR2 now up into 5th place behind us. We may well see that again sometime soon, because I do think around this track I don't have the best of answers for the Toyota. We are going to be getting the car slowed down here. It is almost a change for the lead. The Supra had a go, couldn't quite make it stick. The MR2 is catching again. We're catching a little bit here. It may well be a 5-car little squabble for the lead. These are probably the 5 quickest cars in the field at a tarmac circuit, at a more neutral track, so to speak. Pure handling, I would probably have the lot of them. Off-road, I would probably have the lot of them, although the MR2s can give me some grief. Out here, though, I just don't have the top end. Leopard has got further away. I mean, this is what, as a team, as far as Red Team goes, if we can start causing the Supra trouble, if we can keep the Supra snared in traffic behind the MR2, it would struggle to get that run down the start-finish straight to actually catch Leopard before, well, finish line, really. Longbow has got turn one absolutely nailed. I tried to be sneaky and dive up the inside. It didn't quite work. I think we might have a trouble dealing with that MR. As I said, I expected that MR2 to be tough. Still Guns is going to dive underneath. That's going to open the door for me to have a little bit of a look. Sadly, we're too far back now to help Leopard really deal with that Supra. We're going to sneak our car to the inside, and we do. The park it on the apex and make life difficult for Longbow through there, which we're perfectly entitled to do. Longbow wanted to cut back underneath, couldn't do it. I gave us a little bump, but that's fine. All fair and legit above board. The issue is, I fear we're just going to be outran to the finish line here. We're going to get a tow from Still Guns. Oh, Longbow's a little too far back, actually, this time around. Ooh, we crossed the line. We will hold on to our 4th place. I didn't see who won it. It would be the Supra in the end. The Supra would claim victory of that one. We tried. We failed a little bit, sadly, in that. We were a little too far back to help, shall we say. A very good fun race, nevertheless. A very good fun race. I like the Celica. Good all-round car. The shorter, more technical circuits, especially dirt circuits, that thing is a monster. It does lack top end, and that does become apparent on some circuits. However, outside of that, a pretty damn good car. Well, there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you'd like to sign up and take part in the next one of these, you can via our forums. There's a link in the description. Find the FailRace versus the community section, and you can sign up in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.